Hi, I'm Faith.
Kaya.
Hey, I'm Nia.
And welcome to A Time Like This.
We're three young women with different backgrounds who have a common interest in life.
We may not have it all figured out, but who the heck does?
It may get a little bit bumpy along the road, but just sit back, relax, and catch a vibe.
Okay. All right. Welcome back.
Yay!
Back to another episode. How are you ladies feeling?
Feeling so good that we got our first episode out.
Yeah, I'm proud of us. I feel like that was a decent first episode. A few kinks to work out, but we did it, right?
We're going to work them out. I mean, we don't know until we see what we've done, so we just learn from it.
It was good, though. I'm excited.
I hope you guys liked it.
I hope you guys did like it, because we worked
Welcome
really hard on it.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yes. So, what's good, sis? What's been going on with you?
Well, a lot's been going on with me. Just a lot of successful things.
Yeah.
Yesterday I had my first paid shoot. It was actually a wedding theme, and it was perfect because it was April Fool's Day yesterday. So I was telling everyone I was, hey, so I'm a wife to be. I'm getting married, and then they were like, "Are you joking?" No, I'm not joking. And then I told them, I eventually told them that I wasn't getting married yet. Not yet, but it was pretty good, and I got paid.
Yes,
So she's a model.
Y'all go follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna post all the pictures there. What's good with y'all?
We're gonna ask.
Okay. So what's good with me? Well, I started running this week. Yeah.
Healthy?
So I started like my
healthy.
health. Thank you. I started like my whole workout journey, like probably during the pandemic. Like growing up, I never really got into the habit of working out. I kind of the only form of exercise I got was sports.
Yeah.
So when the pandemic hit, I was like, I'm going to lose my mind. I need to do something to keep my sanity. So I started walking. That evolved into cycling and weights. But this year I was like, I want to be a runner.
Yeah.
I'm trying to run,
She's a runner. She's a track star.
So I got this app called like Couch to 5K, and it plays in your ear. It tells you like when to run. So it basically like trains you and increases the amount.
Yeah.
So I've been outside. My shins hurt, but I feel good.
Wait, so it trains you to run?
Yeah, like I guess it has like a program for you, and it tells you like start running. So at times, so that you don't have to do it by yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, and I guess it's like over a certain amount of weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Couch to 5K. I think it's C to 5K.
Oh, sounds
Yeah,
good.
check it out.
I should
It's
check
pretty
it out,
cool.
yeah, 'cause I
And it
usually
plays with your music, so you can play your playlist, and it'll still talk.
Not free
Yeah.
promo.
I'm saying, right? Like
The app was free though.
Okay.
okay.
So
Well,
what's
my
good, sis?
week. I had a pretty chilled week. I just worked. My week was pretty boring. Just worked. Worked out, and then I worked on our big surprise for tomorrow. Yes, so that's basically all I did this week. Yeah.
So excited for
Yeah,
that.
that sounds good.
I know for tomorrow. Me
Me
It's gonna be our
too.
first little.
thing.
A little event. Yeah.
Our first
surprise.
event.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's get into our weekly affairs.
Yes.
Yes,
What's been
ma'am.
going on?
I know y'all probably thought I was gonna talk about this.
Okay.
Did Chris really get rocked?
I'm not even gonna laugh because get out.
There goes there.
No, but
Lord.
seriously. What did y'all see what took place
With the whole
Will?
world, the slap that was heard across nations. Yeah. Listen.
That was really crazy. Like, I mean, I didn't expect it to happen, but at the same time, it's like, I'm glad that he did something. I mean, I'm not glad that he smacked him in the face, but he did something because Will hasn't really been. Will and Jada have been in the news and in everybody's mouths for so long. They've been like the butt of the joke for so long, and they've never done anything. Well, Will has never done anything. Goodness, let me get it together. And it's like he's finally stood up for himself a little bit. I'll say that, not in the best way, but he's finally did something, and it's just like, wow, I mean, Chris didn't really deserve to get slapped. Maybe a stern talking to, but like, that was so crazy. What did y'all think about that?
What did you think, Faye?
I had mixed feelings because on one end, I empathize with celebrities because I couldn't imagine having to deal with that level of intrusion. Like, everyone's in your business, everyone has an opinion. However, it's one thing for people to make assumptions and to start rumors about things they don't know. It's another thing for you to decide to go on the Red Table Talk and expose all of your personal business. You started these web series exposing all of your insecurities and issues. You can't make money off of your personal business and then turn around and be upset because everyone's in your personal business. No one told you to tell the world about the entanglement. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the Kardashians being upset because everyone's in their personal business, but you decided to make that your moneymaker. Mm-hmm. You could have pulled a Beyonce and kept quiet and not done interviews. You know what I'm saying? So what I got out of this is, keep your business personal, and if you decide to expose yourself and be vulnerable, be prepared for people to be in your business. Mm-hmm. That's what happens when you decide to be too vulnerable or too open, you know. And at the end of the day, I don't care what you have going on, don't touch me. Yeah. Okay? Because if I were Chris, I would have Sparta kicked 300 kicked his butt right up off that stage. That's what I think.
Okay, so I definitely hands clap to Chris. He took it like a superstar. Okay, like he handled it very well.
You saw him. You saw that.
I know.
He looked like he was about to do something.
Yeah, he was like, "Good for you, Chris. Good for you."
Yeah.
But I also feel that Will should have stood up for his wife. Yes, I agree with you that they air their business out there, so it's gonna backlash. You know. Mm-hmm. Yes, Will should have stood up for his wife, but there's other ways he could have handled it. He could have handled it at the after party. He could have said something. Like, no matter how angry Jada was at that time, mm-hmm. he should have just held her to show her, like, I'm with you, I see you, I hear you, we will figure it out later. Because that was not the time nor the place to do what he did. But if your man does not stand up for you like that, bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
I feel like, I get what y'all saying. He should never put his hands on him. And, you know, he did the little screaming thing at the end. Yeah. He could have just did that, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I also thought.
You didn't need to get physical.
Yeah, but it's like, Will is like, I don't know Will Smith at all. But it's like, Jada is putting that information out there, not him. So he's kind of like, when he did put a little bit of information out there, he was kind of forced to do it to clear like a little things up. So it's like, him handling it is different than her handling it, because she's putting all the information out. She's letting her little side situations put their information out, and it's just like, he has to handle that. You know, they probably go home. She's probably like, "Why did you say nothing?"
She seems controlling
on him. Yeah,
she has a hold
because he laughed initially, and then
she did the eye roll thing, and then he was like, "Oh,
I'm supposed to be upset." Like, what the heck?
So
I also think a lot of his anger stemmed from the fact that, like, their relationship, I don't necessarily think it came from the joke. I think it just comes from like a lot of, you know, before things.
He's stressed.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And then he made a book, like, well, he, you know, published a book, and in his book he was like talking about situations where he didn't stick up for, you know, his mother or other, you know, situations. So it's like, maybe he thought this was the time.
Yeah. But it was not.
It was not the time.
Will.
You know. Yeah. And then the joke, you know, the joke was foul.
But you think so?
It was foul, but it wasn't like, slap somebody in their face
to
foul.
Me. Like, first of all, you are at an award show. That's what happens. People get roasted. Stay home. If you want to be sensitive, don't go to an award show.
I
feel you, but when you take a jab at, especially like women, like with hair, like when honestly, like when you take a jab to that, like you as a woman can feel a bit sensitive about it. Like, I would have just let it go, because I'm not the only person being roasted. Like, I wouldn't have made it get to that point. But at the same time, I feel like, you know, if someone took a jab at me and they were like, "Oh, I don't know, Kaya needs to go cut her split ends," I would have been like, "Oh, jeez." You know?
You cut my split ends.
Right. Exactly. I'm like, excuse me?
I mean, I don't fault Jada for feeling how she felt. You're entitled to be sensitive if you want to. Yeah. I don't think the joke was that deep. Everyone's like, "Oh, she has a health issue." Who knows if Chris knew that? I didn't know she had alopecia.
Oh yeah, me neither.
You think Chris is at home worried about Jada's alopecia?
Yeah, until the whole joke thing, and that's when I figured out that
she has a health issue. Like, you guys, it's alopecia. I don't want to make light of alopecia, but like, she's not dying of cancer.
That's how I feel.
It's like a hair loss thing, and it could be the cause of like other underlying issues, but it's like, Black people have alopecia all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
it's
I gotta read up on this stuff.
I don't think you have alopecia, girl.
No.
No, I'm just saying, like,
And I also think like Jada's sensitive feelings came from the fact that she had all this hair before and now it's just gone. But at the same time, she also made the choice to cut all her hair off. Like, there are ways.
I mean, she probably didn't want to look
Jada
like
has
a
had short
crackhead,
haircuts for half
She-
of my
yeah,
life.
but
she's
that's when
always
she
had
found
short
out. Like,
hair.
I was watching this thing about her and she like found out she had alopecia, and
What
that's
year?
when she decided, I don't know, girl, it wasn't that deep.
But it wasn't like he was like, oh, peanut head. Like, he was like, he said G.I. Jane. Like, that's a good show. Like, a good character.
That's what
watched it
everybody.
either.
Yeah, people were like, "That's a good like example." It's
Yeah.
like not like a I don't know.
Right. Anyway.
Well, the joke wasn't warranted a slap. That's
It definitely
Yes.
wasn't.
Yeah, that's the
Clearly,
case.
it wasn't about the
Yes.
joke.
It wasn't. That's what I'm saying. It's like deeper feelings.
and then it stemmed from you right because it stemmed from him talking about them when they boycotted the Oscars
I heard about that,
time.
yeah.
So I think it was just built up anger, but it still did not warrant us.
Yeah.
Plus, much just need to sign the divorce papers and just get out of there.
Can I just also say, this is none of my business. Listen, y'all want to have an open relationship, that's y'all business, that's good for you.
Mm-hmm.
But you can come to terms with someone having sex with your wife, but you mad about a bald head joke.
That is also true.
Like,
I mean,
what?
people are what is it, monogamous or something?
Yeah, like polyamorous. or
Polyamorous.
whatever.
But
That's-
that's Jada. Will is not like that, and
You
that's
think
the
so?
thing. I don't think
I
he's
thought the
like
news
that.
said he did it.
Yeah, I think they said that he also had his side things as
I
well.
don't know.
But
I
his
feel like
kept
Jada
quiet.
like forces it upon him.
You think so?
Yeah, she
we're
thinks-
totally just making
I
assumptions.
know.
right
Okay,
Yeah,
now,
we're
but, like,
not gonna do
Let's
that.
No
just
idea.
not even- yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
my
me
take.
too.
You know,
Yeah.
Well,
shall we
good
move
luck
on?
to the Smith family.
Good luck to y'all.
Yeah. May you guys prosper forever and ever. Amen.
Get ready.
Ready
Yeah.
for today's topic?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
what's on your mind, girl?
I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
So, today's topic
Mm-hmm.
is deal breakers in romantic relationships and dealing with your friend's man.
Ooh.
Let's get into it.
Okay, so first question of today's topic is, what is your deal breakers in relationship? I'm gonna start with
Me, I
Right.
had a feeling. She's gonna put me on the spot. My deal breakers in relationships. Let's see. You want like my major one, or do you want like?
just
Okay,
whatever.
all
Whatever
right.
is
Whatever
your
comes to mind.
absolute deal breaker.
All right. First, my biggest one would probably be like a bad temper. Whoo, bad temper, you got to go. And I feel like people think I'm joking when I say that, but I'm like, I don't play the yelling, the cursing game.
All right.
Don't do that with me, because I will never speak to you again. Like, that's a huge deal breaker for me. I feel like people have normalized communicating with each other like that. That's not okay. It's unproductive. You want to be yelling. If you're too emotional, go sit down somewhere, and we'll revisit this conversation. That's a big one. Another huge one would probably be, I was just thinking about this the other day, if I feel like a man is not tapped into his purpose. Because I feel like at this point in my life, I have a strong sense of identity and purpose. I'm still figuring things out, but I need someone who at least has a sense of who they are and where they're going. So if I'm on a date or I'm dating someone and I ask him about his dreams, his visions, and the only thing he can say is like, I'm just trying to get this money, I have to go because I can't, because that's telling me that you don't really know who you are.
Yeah.
Because purpose to me, it's an extension of who you are. It's a part of your personality. Regardless of what season or calling you're in, your purpose is always the same.
Yeah.
So that's important. And we will have a difficult time in our relationship because purpose is so important to me. You're not going to understand how I'm living my life. You're just looking for the next thing that's going to make you money.
Yeah.
And I can't do it.
Right.
So yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Right, Miss Nia.
Let's see what I have to say. Faye touched on one of the things that, is just a no-no in relationships for me, which is, not having any type of guidance in life. Like, or, I don't want to say guidance because that's like mentoring and all that stuff, but not knowing where you want to go in life. So that's really big for me because it's like, you see me hustling, trying to get to what I'm trying to do, and you just watching me and not doing nothing for yourself. That's not cute. That's
Unattractive.
I'm your mama.
right.
Yeah.
Like, no. And then another one is, I'm a very outgoing person and I love to laugh. And I feel like if you just bring negativity into my life, if I talk to you every day and it's always something going on, I mean, like, it's you can't have a perfect day every day, you know what I'm saying? But if it's always something going on in your life that's negative and you come to me every day and you just, oh my gosh, this happened, I'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
Every time I talk to you, I'll be like, okay, what happened today? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I don't feel like I can come to you with positivity just because, like, I feel like I'm a crap on your day, you know what I'm saying? Even more because I'm telling you all the good things that happened to me and you telling me everything that's bad happened to you. I'm be like, oh, okay, let me just worry about him or her because, worry about him or her because I don't want to seem selfish, in a sense. And then something else, let me see. Like I said, I like to laugh. So if you can't make me laugh, it's a no-go. You're like, we have to have that moment where, like, you know how you with your best friends or you're just people you knew for so long and you just have that one laugh. You're just like,
yes.
You can't breathe type laugh. Like, I want that type of laugh, like, at least 3 times a week. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, women love funny men. That's a little tip for the men out there. We love funny guys. Make me laugh.
And you can be average looking, but if you funny, you might
not average. Smell good too and dress well.
Yeah. Work with what you have.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so my deal breakers.
What's your deal breaker?
Okay, so my deal breakers is one of them is cheating.
Oh yeah, that's
reason being because I feel like if you cheat, it's very, very, very hard to gain that trust back. And every time you leave the house, even just to go to the grocery store, even if I sent you there, I am going to feel some type of way. I'm going to feel like, why are you taking so long? Like, I'm going to count every second, every minute that you're gone. And so cheating is a no-no for me. After you cheat on me, we have to end the relationship. Like, I know that sounds harsh, but it's so hard coming back from that. Like, I honestly applaud and take my hat off to men and women that get back together with their partners that cheated on them because I would go crazy. Like, I would be like, oh my goodness, he went to work today. Did he cheat on me? I would go crazy. My other one is also like knowing who you are as a person, having goals in your life. And honestly, when I meet someone, I kind of want them to already have met at least a few of their goals. That way I kind of know that they're serious, because it's one thing saying, oh, these are my goals and dreams and aspirations in life, and we're dating for 2 years and all you did was just go to the same job every day. So that's another one. And lastly, oh honey child, lies.
Oh,
if you lie to me,
I thought you meant like hair lies.
I will like knock you silly. Okay, I cannot stand lies. And my mom was like this too. Like she just hates lies, and I just cannot do with lies. Like, do not lie to me, because if I know that you're lying to me, I will smack you. Like, I hate people that lie. But yeah, that's mine. Okay.
Wait, let's get into yours a little bit.
Yeah. So I want to talk about the cheating.
Okay,
yeah, the cheating thing.
Okay.
Not only does it like break that trust where you're like, every time you go out to the grocery store, is he meeting her at the grocery store? You know what I'm saying? But it's also like a self-esteem killer, because it's like, dang, was I not good enough? Was I not good enough to be the only person in your life, like the only woman in your life that you can love by yourself? So it's like, I would break up with you because of not trusting you, but I would also break up with you just because I feel like I wasn't good enough for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good enough for myself, so I'll be good enough for somebody else, like, or just take my time and figure out what I want to do. And then you said something else about, dang, what was your first one?
Cheating.
What was your second one?
Second one was having goals and having met your goals.
When we say goals, I'm not talking about like, oh, in life, I just want to live life to the fullest. I just want to be happy. How are you going to get there? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to hear your goals, but I also want to hear your steps, just because you can have a goal, but if you don't have steps leading to that goal, how the hell are you going to get there? You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I said, like, I at least want you to have met some of those goals. That's how I know you've taken steps to meet those goals.
Right.
Yeah.
Steps and goals. You have to have steps. You have to have both.
Yeah. I think the thing with you saying, like, your self-esteem would be hit, I think that's unfortunate that sometimes women will take that, like, personally. Like, you went out and did something stupid. A lot of times men do things like that because they have low self-esteem. You don't know who you are, and you're looking for a new encounter every few whatever to validate who you are. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? And my thing with the whole cheating, aside from the trust aspect, it's a betrayal. Like, that's the most absolutely disrespectful thing that you can do to me, because if you are in love with someone, you consider how that person is going to feel. And there were a series of steps and decisions that you made before you got to that point. And at no point did you consider, this is really going to hurt my partner.
Yeah.
So you got to go.
Or you didn't even communicate your feelings, which means you have no regard for me.
Exactly.
As a person, not even as your partner, just as a person in general. So
then it takes a toll on yourself, because if you're cheating on your partner that you so-called love, and then y'all break up and you get into another relationship, you're going to think that they're doing the same thing to you, because you've done it before, and so you're scared that somebody's going to do it to you, because you know how it made them feel because they expressed it to you, and now you're just going to be like starting a bad line, a bad path for yourself.
Yeah. For me, I don't care if we've been together for 500 years and we're 20 kids deep, if you cheat on me, you will never hear from me again.
That's how I feel too.
Yeah.
That's how I feel too.
Okay.
Yeah, so the next question of the day is dealing with your friend's man. So, let me give you guys a little scenario, okay? So, here we go. Go, Kaya, story time. Okay, so, let's say you guys go as a group of friends to the Cascade. Okay,
The Cascade. Not the Cascade.
Whatever.
That's a roller skating rink, if you guys don't know.
Yeah,
Here in Atlanta.
In Atlanta, yeah. Okay, so you go to the Cascade with your friends, and Faith says, "Hey, okay, wait. Reverse. Okay, so a few months before you go to the Cascade, Faith's like, oh, I've been speaking to this guy, and we've been speaking for like a while, and let's say she met him once, right? But after that, it kind of like dies down because he's like not responding on time, or he's just acting weird. And so she's like, boy, bye. And so done, cut. They're done with it, right? Then you guys go to the Cascade, group of friends, you go to the Cascade, and you guys see him there, right? And he's skating, and she's like, oh my goodness, that's the guy I told you guys about. And we're like, where? And we're like looking for him, and she's like, there. And we're like, ooh, okay, we see him. Then go. And then afterwards, Faith is like, oh, I have work in the morning, so I have to go. And we're like, okay, bye, Faith. And then Nia is skating, right? And he bumps into her. And Nia's like, oh, excuse me. And he's like, no, excuse me. And then they start, like talking and skating together and and they exchange numbers. And then Nia says, I've been seeing this guy. And then we're like, show us, friend. And she's like, and it's your man, or your used to be man. What would you guys feel about it? Would you guys feel that your friend cheated on you? Do you guys feel like it's wrong? Do you guys feel like you don't care? Tell me how you guys feel.
How long were they talking?
Let's say 2 months.
Okay, that's a long time.
Just like talking?
Yeah, they met each other one time.
Oh, okay.
No, how many dates?
No, one date.
One date.
That's a tough one.
That is tough, because on one end, it's like we didn't really date, so I don't have any sort of like claim to this person. But 2 months, I would.
Yeah, 2 months.
Yeah, if my friend was talking to someone for 2 months and
only one date for 2 months.
Yeah, that's the thing. Maybe I would probably communicate that to my friend. I'd be like, how do you feel about this guy? Like, you know. So if she really was just like, I really don't care. Like, do you? I still don't know, because women be lying, because they'll be like, oh, I don't care, but then they're salty, like, oh, so you could talk to her, but you couldn't talk to me?
Okay. So I would get to the root of the problem, like the root of what happened, what caused them to like not talk anymore. If it was a situation where, like, say he just blew her off or something like that, of course I'm not going to talk to him, just because I know she probably still has feelings for him, as well as he's a douchebag. So why would I put myself in that situation? But if it's a situation where it's like they just weren't compatible with each other, I'll be like, okay, well, I would go to her first. And be like, hey, like,
he might be compatible with me.
Right. Like, he bumped into me at the skating rink and we start talking and, how do you feel about this, And if she give me the green light, if she gives me a sure green light, like, oh yeah, girl, I do not care. Like, I'm like, all right. Yeah. But if she like, I'm just saying, like, if she gives me a sign, like, if she like opens her eyes really wide or opens her mouth, or like just gives me some what is it, non-verbal communication, I'll be like, all right, I ain't gonna do that. No, I'm not doing that. Yeah. So that's me.
For me, I just wouldn't do it at all because I feel like sometimes when we speak to our friends, like we just say, yeah, sure, but that's not really how we feel. Like I would just not do it at all. I feel like it would cause problems down the line, or I feel like my friend would be salty about it, like kind of salty about it one way or another. So I would just like be like, my guy, you cute, but not on this menu, not today. Sorry.
He could be your soulmate. You don't even know.
Well, then God must send me another soulmate.
It's a tricky. It really depends on the
is.
situation. Like it would really have to be like if my friend started dating someone else, then I would be like, oh well, you good.
No, I still wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
If you're dating someone else, but I start talking to someone else that you barely spoke to and you're salty about that, then you have issues.
One date.
No, I still wouldn't do it.
Right.
I still wouldn't do it. I just feel like sometimes people just like trap feelings for no reasons, and I honestly would just try to avoid that as best as possible, and the best way to avoid that is just not to do it. I just wouldn't take the risk, take the chance, and take, oh girl, no thank you.
Would you feel some type of way if your friend did that to you? You know what I mean?
Yes, I would.
Really?
I would, because first of all, why are you trying to try my man? Like,
You're
even if he
man.
wasn't my man, even if he wasn't my man, like, you know, like this is my thing. I was speaking to this person and I was hoping for the best when I was speaking to that person. And so I already told that person a lot about me and what I like, what I enjoy sexually, non-sexually, you know? So it's like, now my friend is doing the same thing. No.
For me personally, I am a very giving person. I'm a very giving person.
My leftovers.
Right. No, not even that. Like, I feel like I would feel selfish if, you know, my friend, like, I talked to dude, we went on one date, talked to him for 2 months, and we just went on one date. Like, I'm just stuck with this one date for 2 months. And, you know, we barely got to know each other like that. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm holding out on my friend. Like, I'm like, oh, girl, do not talk to him because I already talked to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, if
you guys didn't really date.
Right. Like, if they find a connection, I'm going to be happy for her because, like, I couldn't find a connection. You could. All right. I'm going to tell you all the tea. I'm going to tell you whatever, you know what I'm saying, I found out about him and let you simmer and, you know, sit on that and see how you feel about it. But I'm not going to block your blessings. Like, you know. So
I mean,
blocked.
Well, I'm just going to put myself on blast. That whole Cascade thing was a real thing. And
didn't happen like that, though.
No, not exactly like that. Yeah.
Wait, you knew the story?
Yeah,
you were there, Nia.
When we went to Cascade and we saw that boy, that big head boy that I stopped talking to.
None of us.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That part of it is not
that's
real.
what I say. It's not like fully real.
No.
Okay.
The part of someone talking to the person I talked to is not real. It's just I ghosted someone and then we ran into him at the roller skating rink. That's another story for another day. Anyway, right? Yeah. So if one of my friends started talking to him, I wouldn't care because I don't care about him. He could walk past me and
he could walk past. I wouldn't know.
No, sorry to that man.
I don't know. I just wouldn't do it. But anyway, next question is, how would you feel if your friend was hitting on your man, like your man, like your now man?
Shawty gotta go.
Shawty
gotta go. If you're hitting on my man, not 1 month. 2 months and 1 date, man. My 7 months and whatever.
Some change.
No, that's disrespectful. Like, I'm not a confrontational person, but at that point, I'm going to have to confront you about that because that's a slap in the face. Like Will did Chris, that's a slap in the face, and I might have to slap you. I'm scared.
You don't seem like you can go that one.
No, I'm not a physical person, but like, nah, for real, I won't slap you, but I'm gonna hurt you with some words now. Yeah, because that's disrespect.
It is, and you're supposed to be my friend. Now I'm gonna be looking at you like, what type of friend are you? Why would you do that? You know? Yeah. So I would definitely, in terms of the guy, it all depends on how he responds. Like,
that's
were you flirting back? What was you doing?
You need to check both of them.
Right, where you was at?
Because as my man, you should say something like, listen, your friend was giving me some weird touchy-feely vibes today. Like, and if he doesn't say that, he is...
Both y'all could.
Yeah, he is tolerating that habits. And
because if you tolerate it with her, you going to tolerate it with anybody.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing when you go out at
And then you
night?
gonna cheat and you gonna lie. Going back to that situation? No.
Wait, what situation?
The
Cheating and lying.
cheating and lying.
Yeah.
It's just ugh.
Yeah, that's
I can't
a
even
messy
imagine
situation.
that.
Friendship over.
I'd be like,
That hurt me anything that happened, you know.
Has
what
that
I'm
ever
saying?
experienced? Have you guys experienced that?
yes.
You have?
I have.
Spill the beans.
Not with my current
Yeah.
Oh, how
person.
was I?
Oh, no.
I was like,
that person is pretty loyal. Like, no lie. Like, you know, I could tell what that person's doing right now. Okay. That's how. That person's just every day the same. White line. Like that. That has happened with a family member.
Oh.
But yeah, you know, I love that family member. I love you. So I'm not gonna mention. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna speak on it. But it has happened to me.
See, if it's my family member, I would have had to put hands on my
Really?
family. Yeah,
Yeah, that's like a violation.
that's beyond disrespect. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
You
put my
would've
hands on
fought
my
them?
friends because you know they don't have no type of blood link to me or nothing like that. You know. Anyways, but if you're my family and you playing me like that, yo, we gonna have to scrap.
Oh.
Not her talking like.
No, I'm saying like
Can't scrap.
that's my Atlanta accent, but we gonna have to do something.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's
I haven't experienced a friend with like the person I'm in a relationship with, but I've had a friend who would flirt with guys that she knew I was interested in.
I had
I'm
a friend like that
oh,
too.
I've had that also happen to me.
like, girl, are
Jealousy.
you okay?
That's
For our
happened with
first
my family
episode.
member too.
Oh yes. Every time a guy comes around or I show every time I show interest in someone, it's like all of a sudden
She show interest in them.
everything he's the funniest person. Like, girl, relax. It wasn't that funny.
I told you why he's funny.
Right. Ooh, that was getting on my nerves. And that also made me look at her some type of way because it's like, that's shady. Like, you know that I've expressed interest.
Yeah.
You know?
Ooh, let me.
Are you guys ready for
getting
the
upset.
last
I'm getting a little heated.
question?
Right?
Hey, my armpits are sweating and nothing's
Right.
happening.
I gotta pull my hair back. 'Cause
Are you guys ready? I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's okay.
I didn't think you guys would be this heated.
No, it's just like
Are you guys ready for the
imagining it.
last question of
Yes.
the day? Okay. So the last question is, would you consider if your man flirted with somebody that wasn't you and you guys were together, would you consider that cheating? And it could just be a, oh, your hair looks nice today. But you know, you could see it's kind of like a, Would you consider that cheating?
I don't necessarily consider that cheating because I think realistically, I think you're a human being, you have emotions, you have feelings, and when you're not with me all the time, I expect that you're gonna see other women. What I don't want is you leading women on. And I think an innocent compliment, like I'm not that insecure. You compliment someone, you talk to someone, even if you have some sort of witty banter, fine. Do you? Just don't let me see you doing it. You know,
Yeah.
like I wouldn't consider that cheating.
Yeah.
You know, but I guess the connotation of flirting is like I'm
Into you?
there's a subtext to that. So I wouldn't be okay with it because now you're crossing dangerous territory. But I wouldn't consider it cheating. Like it's not something I would. The only how I would break up with that person is if I really thought that they had intentions.
Right.
Like you're doing this because I can't. You're shady. You're moving shiesty. So then I would break up with you. You know.
All right.
Tasty.
Yeah.
What do you feel, Nia?
Me and my mans. It's all about trust and stuff. And me and my mans, we have a lot of trust in each other, and we're also very friendly people. So like, I give compliments to everyone. He gives compliments to everyone.
Yeah.
It's really all about trust. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you give a compliment to her, and I feel like, why are you giving that compliment? I don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like people are pretty. You know, people are pretty. People have nice clothes. People have nice houses. Like, if you saying something like, what's a good example?
Your bra's making your boobs look good too.
What? No, if it's like something like, I don't know, it's like, when you're like mesmerized, I'll say that, like, and you're just looking at her, like, just in her eyes, and like, wow, you're so beautiful. I can't.
Yeah.
And I'm near you. That's a little bit. That's a little bit too much.
Really?
You're
With
too.
a boyfriend?
No.
Is it with the family?
No, it was my current person. Remember when we met a certain
Oh.
foreigner? Yeah.
Don't say.
Now I want to know. We met a foreigner.
Not like foreigner, but she was not from the country. She was an exchange student.
Oh, but
Oh my
you guys
God.
weren't official.
I know.
Yet, you know.
I mean, but
yeah.
still, she was like, I was like, girl,
Oh,
don't try me.
That
That's so
goes
funny.
with the 2 months and 1 date.
That was not even, that was
be
2
possessive.
dates, 2
Oh
days.
my gosh.
No, but like, I was feeling it. Like, and then she came out with the,
Yeah.
I was like, Lord Jesus.
If somebody's like that
so
towards
funny.
him, I don't care. But if he's like that towards somebody else, then it's like, what are
Yeah.
you doing?
I kind of like when other girls like notice my man. Like, yes, he's fine, and
he's
all
mine,
right.
yeah. So, yeah, for me, if your intentions, like I said, is to be with that person, then we cannot be together. But like Nia was saying, like her and her partner are pretty friendly, and mine and my partner and I are also pretty friendly. And so I don't mind him paying someone a compliment, or I'm sure it's vice versa with him. And at the same time, like, I am the type of person that's gonna be like, oh my goodness, baby, did you see that boy? Like, he is pretty fine. Like, he's pretty cute. Like, that's just how we
Right.
are. So, yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, he's so beautiful. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, she's so pretty.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of how we are. So, for me, it's okay if you flirt with somebody, if it's innocent flirting. But if you have other intentions, then
no-go.
it's a no-go. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, wait.
That's it. That's all my questions for today.
Oh, okay.
No more questions. Let me close my elbow.
Well, that was a good discussion. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
it got
A little
heated,
heated.
right?
I know y'all was
salty, yeah.
sweating.
Like, why am I
Like,
mad? I'm
to
single.
even think about it disgusts me. But let's wind down. You think it's a good time to wind down?
Yes,
Wind
it is a
down.
good time to
I'm
wind
ready.
down.
Okay, well, tell us about a time where you had like a situation that we talked about, where somebody was trying to get up on your man, or you had a time where somebody cheated on you, and tell us how you feel. We might do like a
Little story time.
Little
for
story
our
time.
Followers.
Or have
Yeah.
you ever messaged your friend's man?
I hope
Yes,
not.
girl. We looking at you, honey.
I hope not.
Expose yourself.
We
Show
are
yourself
all
in the comments.
children of God.
And tell
Oh,
us
yeah.
why. If you have a good story to why, which is not,
They don't have to put themselves on blast.
yeah, and we might talk about it in our IGTV.
Yeah, we can do a little live for you guys and speak about it, and you will remain anonymous if you would like to be anonymous.
We're exposing all the cheaters.
Yes.
And a good tip of the day: don't cheat on your significant other.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like my takeaway for today is cheating on somebody is kind of like cheating on yourself. Like Nia says, like, it takes away from your self-esteem. It just, it always makes you question yourself. So just don't cheat. Just be honest. If the relationship is not working for you anymore, just leave.
Yeah.
Just talk about it and just leave if it's not going to work for you.
Another tip: keep your hands to yourself.
Oh, yes. Keep those hands to
honey.
yourself.
Yes.
My takeaway, I guess, would be speaking up for yourself. Will should have spoken up for himself earlier. He wouldn't have been up there smacking fire
That
out of
is
Chris'
true,
mouth.
yes.
And in a relationship, I guess, speak up for yourself if you're feeling some type of way. Instead of cheating on your partner, talk about it. Try to take other steps before you get to that point, you know?
Okay.
So, yeah.
And lastly, I want to say that every relationship is different, and don't ever compare your relationship to somebody else's. If
Gonna break your
something
heart.
works for you guys, if you guys find a solution and it makes sense to nobody but you guys, it's okay. It works for you guys and it's healthy for you guys. So don't worry about a thing, okay? It's just you and
Don't
him.
you worry about a thing.
We're about to get copyrighted.
Oh,
Because we sound just like the song.
We just
we
singing
sound
a
that
song.
good though.
Right.
We
Right.
sound good.
I don't sound good, but okay.
But anyway, thank you for joining us for another episode. That was pretty good. Yeah.
Episode 2.
Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this with your
Follow.
grandmama, your auntie, your bald-headed stepfather, everybody.
The stepfather with hair, And also, if you want to share us on Instagram, check out our TikToks, outfit of the day, all that.
Yeah, we post on TikTok, our beautiful outfits. That, yes, is coordinated, if you guys were wondering. Okay. We put thought into this. But, yeah, see you guys next week. Bye.